Second beer for the second poem. Why not? Come on, live a little. So yeah, we're going to be going over another poem that I did when I was 16 years old when I'd just broken up with a girlfriend. This one, with no relevance to the words in the poem whatsoever, is called Glass House Haunting. So what I've done there is you imagine a haunted house and then you just imagine a glass house. That's the wordplay, that's the level we're working at here. Pretty good for when you're 16. So the quote at the top, I loved the quote, I thought it was Stephen bloody King, is, I have gory-shaped withdrawal symptoms. She used to call me Gory instead of Rory. It was like a little pet name and I thought it was really cute and I thought I was going to be with her forever at this point. She broke my heart and I wrote a poem about it. And it's a pretty good one, I gotta tell you. It's cheap as chips. Oops, check that. I let it slip. Oh dear, let's try that again. Shit, now we've lost control. We've lost all control. In comparison to the last poem, this is much more sporadic, you know. It's sort of stream of consciousness now that we're going for. Quick words, quick sentences, tiny little beats and things like that. And shit, now we've lost control. I think that was just me going, not a lot of poets swear in their poems, but there's a new guy on the scene and his name's Rory and he knows the S word. They're not paying me to do this. I'm a free spirit. Who? Who's not paying you to do this? And why does that make you a free spirit? Yeah, man, I just go where I go, man. I let the wind blow my sails and I fly. You don't fly if you're a boat, do you? You sail, shit. I think I was at a point in my life where I was writing this poetry and I was writing it for myself so I could sort of get away with putting down what I wanted and it not making sense to other people who weren't reading it because I was writing it for me. So I think the idea in my head was that if anybody else ever did read it when my poetry book finally got published, they'd go, I don't really understand it, but I'm sure it makes sense to him. And I think ultimately what it comes down to is that it didn't make sense to me either. I was just going, yes, of course it does, yes. And yet my controls are unfolding uncontrollably. Damn control me. What that is just me going, how many times can I use the word control in context where it still makes sense? The answer is 3. Ridiculous. Let's do some arse licking for a few hours. My mother won't mind, she knows my kind. I love that, I love the idea. I'm going, Mum, I'm just off to do some arse licking for a few hours. Oh, what are you like? Go on, away with you. She never brought me up this way. The prince and the pauper, you're one or the other. That's just as a general rule, you're either a prince or a pauper, okay? You're either Prince Charles or you're me, is basically what I'm saying. You're either really working class or one of the royal family. There's no middle ground in my 16-year-old head. I'm seeing your headlights ahead. No, you're not. You can't see, if you're seeing headlights, it's just someone's headlights. You're not going, I think that's my ex-girlfriend's headlights I'm seeing there. How can you tell? Oh, she's got a look. She's got a look in those headlights of hers. Are you offering to let me in? Like, that would be something like, if she leans over and opens the door, you're like, is that, sorry, I don't want to jump the gun here, are you offering to let me in the car, or I'm just a bit unsure myself. I have some secrets to share with you, but only the silence is listening. I love it, like I've got an imaginary friend who I'm whispering to. He's like, let's pretend you're my ex-girlfriend, yeah, and I'll tell you all my secrets, and we'll say that I told her when secretly you weren't really there at all. You're seeing here a broken man. I'm a free spirit. Again, bringing that free spirit thing back. So I think it's pretty clear what I am. I'm a free spirit, guys. If I need to say it again, I'm going to flip, alright? So I'm a free spirit. Some morals never change. That's exactly who I am these days. This was when I had long hair as well, I should point out. So I saw myself as a proper, like, dude, free spirit, man. Just broken up with my girlfriend. The sky's the limit. They're not paying me to do this, so watch me fall apart in front of you. Like, I'd be getting paid to do such a thing. I'm just so desperate for a job that I'm like, oh, right, you give me a tenner, I'll walk up to her and fall apart in front of her. How does that sound to you, eh? She's not going to let me. Are you falling apart in front of me? I am. Do I have to pay you? No. Go right ahead. £10, forget it. Run away. Final verse. Don't pick up the shards of glass. What glass? Where has this glass come from? Just immediately jump to it. Just gone. Next verse, new thing. New topic entirely. No link. You'll make your fingers bleed and scab. Here, let me pick you up. Oops, check that. You're pulling me down with you. I don't really have anything to say about the last verse because I don't know what it means. She's not going to pick it up with her fingers. I'm treating her like a 6-year-old in this poem, apparently. She can drive, we know she's got headlights, but she doesn't know that if you pick up glass you might cut yourself. Idiot. Oops. I love the oops again. I don't think I ever say oops in real life, but in poetry apparently I use it all the time. Oops. It's such like a 6-year-old thing to say, isn't it? Oops, I've dropped the glass on the floor. Ridiculous.